In this video, I'm going all Japanese because I've got hold of a bottle of Roku Gin. I think that's how you say it. So I'm going to be tasting it, I'm going to be reviewing it, then we're going to be tasting it with these 12 different tonic waters to see which one, in my opinion, and for the benefit of you guys at home, which one I think works best. So if you love the sound of that, if you love your gin, then please stay tuned. Hey gin fans, I'd like to thank you for stopping by and staying tuned to watching this video all about gin. As I mentioned at the top, we've got a Japanese gin to try out today. If you're just stopping by and watching these videos for the first time, then hi, my name's Steve the Barman, cocktail bartender, spirits, love my spirits. Basically this whole gin journey started for me properly a couple of years ago off the back of a Facebook Live I did in Tesco's back in January 2017. Ever since then I've been getting the questions left, right and centre. Steve, what tonic water works best with what gin? Or Steve, what gin should I try? So that's the whole premise of these videos. I've been stop-starting over the last couple of years, but ever since June 2018, I think it was June, maybe May, but June 2018, I started rolling these out at 2 and 3 videos a week. So on Wednesdays and Sundays, what we're doing at the moment is we're taking one gin per episode and then we're reviewing it. I'm telling you what it tastes like, where you can get it from. And then, more importantly, I'm matching out with 12 different tonic waters to see which one I think works best. So that means when you try this gin at home, you can get the best. You can go away and find the best possible tonic water that works. Because some tonic waters work, some don't, as I've found. So that's every Wednesday and every Sunday. On Fridays, I've just started rolling out something that I call Gin Inspiration. Very simple cocktails, simple serve recipes. Something like 2, 3, 4 ingredients, something like that. Sometimes we do get a bit more complicated if the drink's really worth it with sort of 6 or 7 ingredients. But that's what I just want to give you, something you can have when you've got friends and family over at the weekends. You can create something different for those. If you want to get involved in gin but don't necessarily like gin and tonic, then the Friday videos are just for you. We've had some great videos in the last few weeks with that. Bringing back the gin and juice, did a rhubarb fizz as well. So that is Friday. So if you love the sound of that, let me know. Put your name in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Upload a photo of you drinking gin and tonics, or if you've just tried a new gin, then tag me in that, because I'd love to see. I want more inspiration. What other gins that I can take and review. As I said, this one I've just gone a bit crazy. It's kind of a classical sort of non-flavoured gin. I haven't done one of those for a while. I've been going all kind of flavoured. So this is Roku, and I'm really excited to finally get a hold of a bottle of this. I've seen it in supermarkets. It's about £32, £34 in the supermarkets. I actually picked this one up from Tesco's, I think it was, but I know Waitrose do it, I know Ocado do it, but I'll also put links in the show notes of where you can get it online, so thedrinkshop.com, the drink supermarket, all those kind of places. Right, let's tell you a little bit about this, because I do know a little bit about these guys, Roku. This is owned by the Suntory brand, Beam Suntory. To put that into more context, Jim Beam and Suntory, the big Japanese global sort of superstars. They own a whole load of massive brands all around the world. It's kind of changed its name over the last few years. We've had Maxim in the UK, and then it was Beam Global, and now it's Suntory Beam. But basically Beam, obviously Jim Beam, but they also own Maker's Mark and Cavazier. They own the distribution rights for it. We've got loads and loads of Scottish whiskies as well. We've also got the big Japanese whiskey, Hibiki and Yamazaki. But more importantly, Beam Suntory also own 2 giants of the gin world. Larios. Now, you might think Larios is kind of a small player. Go to Spain. It is absolutely huge in Spain, Larios. But in the UK, they actually own Sipsmith now. They bought out Sipsmith I think it was 2016, the tail end of 2016. So they've got all the distribution rights and the big majority shareholders of Sipsmith. So massive, massive players in the world of spirits. These guys, though, Roku. Now I couldn't find out when this was properly released. I found out that it got launched in the European market in June 2017. But I can't actually find out too much more about the actual distillery, other than the fact that it's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. But I think that this was the first Suntory bought the distillery out, and I think this is the first gin to come out of there. So we're probably only talking in that, guys, a few years, nothing more than that. Now the name Roku apparently in Japanese means 6, and the whole reason why it's called 6 is because they use 6 native botanicals to Japan. To complement that, I shall hold the bottle up there, but it's a hexagonal, let's look in the monitor, it's a hexagonal bottle, so we've got 6 sides there. But it also takes its inspiration from the Japanese seasons. Now, I couldn't find out too much about that, of 6, whether they've got 6 seasons, I don't know about that. But the botanicals they use complement the seasons in Japan, so hence we've got the name Roku. Now let's tell you about the botanicals, because even though the gin is called Roku, which means 6, we have actually got 14 botanicals in here. We've got 8 very classic sort of botanicals, classic to the normal gins. So we've got juniper, angelica root and angelica seed, cardamom, we've got cinnamon, we've got bitter orange peel, and we've got lemon peel, and then we've finally got that horrible stuff that I really don't like, coriander. So they're the 8 sort of classic botanicals that go into this. Now the 6 Japanese botanicals, I've got them written down there, but they're on the back of the bottle as well. So apologies for my pronunciations on this, but we've got sakura flower, yuzu peel, now I know what a yuzu is, sencha tea, sancho pepper, sakura leaf, and starts with a G, but I'm going to go Yokuru tea. So G-Y-O, Yokuru tea. Apologies if that's not how you pronounce it, but they are the botanicals that go into this gin. Now, how they make this gin is they distill the first 8 botanicals as their sort of normal gin. But then they distill each of those 6 botanicals separately, and then they blend it together and they cut it with water. So they distill it up to its normal sort of 70-80% ABV, and then they blend it, and then they cut it with water to get the flavour. So that is how they make this gin. Now, if you're looking at the bottle, I don't know whether you can see it. I'll hold it as close as I can to the camera. There we go. The actual bottle is embossed with all of the 6 Japanese botanicals going in there. Where's it, the 6? I can see fruit in there, so it might be all 14 botanicals on the bottle there. But that's really cool. And the other thing I found out as well, that this label is printed, the paper used is, I think I'm going to pronounce this right, washi paper, which is native to Japan as well. So they've gone really heavy on the branding, on the authenticity, so keeping it really sort of proud to be Japanese. So I can't wait to try this and see what it tastes like. I've never had a Japanese gin before. To be honest, I'm not even really a whiskey drinker, so I've just got into my bourbons and stuff, but the whole point of that, I haven't even tried properly the Japanese whiskies either, Hibiki and Yamazaki. So this will be a first for me. So I can't wait. Let's dive in. Let's see what it tastes like. So I'm going to grab my gin balloon. We're going to try it in the gin balloon. If you haven't got any of these yet, you know there's going to be links in the show notes for this. But all the supermarkets do these as well, so you can get a hold of these in supermarkets. They're well worth your time. I'm just going to put my nice chunky 5cm ice cube in there. Love my big chunky ice cubes. Look at them. They just come out of those. Nice, get them from Amazon. Again, links in the show notes to those. But you get a 2-pack for about £8 and you get 16 ice cubes out of the 2. I love them because when you get a big gin balloon like that, you get two big ice cubes in there. It just works a treat. Anyway, let's try a bit. Let's pour a tiny glug over there. Now this gin is supposed to be really nice and smooth to drink neat, so we shall see. But I just want to smell it first, see what it smells like. Wow, that's very distinctive. So on the nose, it's quite sweet, and I get a real sort of slight hint of blossom, maybe. Kind of cherry blossom in there, but a bit of fruit as well. But the one thing I really don't get is juniper. I don't get gin for me at all with the nose coming off there. It's just a lovely kind of real nice smell. Maybe a little bit of pepper coming through at the ends, but nothing offensive. That smells absolutely gorgeous coming on there. Really love the kind of fruity blossom coming off there. It really does kind of reminds me a little bit of hibiscus, kind of. Let's try it. Now that tastes completely different to how it smells, because taste, I do get a big hit of juniper. That's really nice. But to complement that, I've got a really lovely fruity thing going on. Obviously the yuzu coming on there with the lemon and orange. But the other thing we get coming off there as well is a bit of pepper, but I can really taste the green tea. That goes right with the sort of yuzu. That is just beautiful. Really love that. For all you classical gin fans out there, that, I think you will absolutely love that. And I tell you what as well, I think that will make a really lovely martini as well. No fruit or anything like that twisted over the top, just a nice clean vermouth, bit of Roku Gin. I think that's going to work a treat for you as a martini. Anyway, not many of you are going to drink that as a martini, so let's get on and try it with tonic waters to see which tonic water works best. So as you can see with the lineup here, I've gone very kind of classical, traditional tonic waters here this week. I've got one flavoured one down the end, but all of them are kind of what I would call classic. Now, on the notes, Roku Gin actually does promote Merchant's Heart tonic water as its perfect serve kind of thing, which made me chuckle because I actually found out about this about a couple of months ago. Merchant Heart is also owned by Suntory. So anyway, I thought I had Merchant Heart normal classic tonic water right up until the start of shooting this, and then I realised it wasn't. It was their tonic water with a hint of floral aromatics. So I haven't actually got the normal Merchant's Heart tonic water. You can pick that up in most supermarkets. As I say, I thought I had a bottle, I haven't. But so we've got classic tonic waters all the way up to there, and then kind of just a subtle variant on a classic tonic water there. So first up, we've got Double Dutch tonic water. That is lovely. Wow. Now, I was a bit hard on Double Dutch last week because I didn't think it really worked at all with the gin that I was doing. However, this time round, that really picks up the kind of fruitiness from the gin. Really like that. Next up, we've got Franklin & Sons plain natural tonic water. Again, that's nice. The aftertaste, I'm just waiting for a couple of seconds there. The aftertaste isn't as nice as the Double Dutch with that. I've got a little bit of extra sweetness going on. It's kind of, for me, it's kind of fighting maybe against a couple of the botanicals in there. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but I prefer Double Dutch so far. Fever Tree. Slightly too bitter, that is for me. As I keep saying, I'm trying to be as subjective as I can in these videos. I have got a slightly sweeter tooth, but for me, that is just a touch too bitter. Going on for that one. This is Schweppes 1783 Crisp Tonic Water. Wow. As soon as that hit in the mouth, that was lovely. Very, very different taste to the Double Dutch, to the Fever Tree going on there. Really like that. No aftertaste, like horrible aftertaste. Well, it wasn't horrible, but no funny aftertaste going on. That is just a beautiful gin and tonic. Really like that. This is normal Schweppes. Again, that's really nice, but for me, it's just got a little bit too much sweetness. And again, it's slightly masking the botanicals, the fruity botanicals that are coming out from those two. So lovely. And I think I would put that in third place at the moment, but not for the gin, to bring out the botanicals of the gin, not quite as nice as Double Dutch and 1783. Right, last up on this side, we've got Fentimans Classic Tonic Water. That's really nice as well. It has got that sweetness there, but I also get, with that one, I actually get the green tea coming out with that one, which I've got the fruity sort of botanicals coming out with that one. That's really interesting. I don't really get the fruit with that one, but I get the tea, definitely. Really nice. Right, I know what's working this side. Well, let's go over to this side. This is London Essence Natural Tonic Water. What do they call it? Classic London Tonic Water. Right, let's see what this tastes like. No. Wow. I don't even know why I cracked that. I've had that before. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. I dislike that tonic water. That for me, no, doesn't work. Right. This is Merchant's Heart, the first of their two there. This is their tonic water with floral aromatics. See what this tastes like. Wow, that's really, really nice. I'm not sure it brings all the botanicals to life, but as a gin and tonic, that is lovely. Really like that. This is Merchant's Heart Pink Pepper. Again, supermarkets will sell that. That really works as well. That's lovely. That's really, really nice. Right, Fever Tree Mediterranean. That's been working really well of late. That is a lovely gin and tonic. You will not be disappointed in that. But if you want to taste the botanicals in the gin, no, doesn't work for me. In that sense, I keep having to say that because people think, oh, it's horrible, it's not working. It does. It creates a really lovely drink. But the whole purpose is I'm trying to find a tonic water that complements the botanicals of the gin perfectly. And that's what we've got going on. So Fentimans Connoisseur's Choice. This can be kind of a little bit overpowering sometimes, but we'll see. Again, a cracking gin and tonic, but that could almost be any gin going in there. It's all right. Right, I've just thrown a flavoured one in the end there. This is 1783 Cucumber. Ooh, that's quite nice as well. Wow. Really, and I've had the cucumber one before, and it is really cucumbery. Strange that, but actually those two go really well together. I wasn't expecting that. I just threw it in there just to see. I was a toss up between that and the Fever Tree Elderflower tonic water. I went with cucumber. That was really nice actually. Right, I think I know what I'm going to say here. The one to avoid at all costs. Avoid London Essence, London tonic water. I really don't like that. For me, no. Double Dutch this time. Double Dutch works an absolute treat. I'll go back to it as it was the first one. That is beautiful. Absolutely love that. And then in second place, I'm going that one. Yep. And then for me, actually, I will say third place, but I think actually, I'd actually be tempted to go that way round. I put that in equal first. Now, one thing I will pick out with this, I've cracked all these bottles at exactly the same time. The fizz and the bubbles in that are just going absolutely berserk. Now, if you know a bit of science, that's where all the flavours and the aromas come from, is the bubbles. Whether it's the shape of the bottle, I know that's why Schweppes redesigned. I'm not too sure, but the bubbles are just going absolutely... I don't know whether you'll see that in there. I'll hold that. Can you see that? I think you can. I can see it in the monitor. The bubbles are just going absolutely berserk. So that's a real find. I really like that, actually. So they're my top two. And then there's Schweppes 1783 in third place. So that's been my review of Roku Gin. As I say, it's about 30 to 32, 34 pounds a bottle. Most supermarkets sell it. I would highly, if you're looking for it, if you're a classic kind of gin person, you're not interested in the flavours like Warner Edwards rhubarb or the honeybee that I did the other week, or the black tomato gin, if none of those take your fancy, if you like the real kind of classic, clean gin and tonics, you will absolutely love that. That is an amazing gin. Really love. Try those tonic waters. You're not going to be disappointed with Fever Tree or Franklin's and Sons or Schweppes or anything like that. But I promise you, to complement the flavour of that gin with the botanicals, Double Dutch and Merchant's Heart, I would like to actually try the normal Merchant's Heart one as well. But the one with the floral, what's it say? With the floral aromatics is just amazing. Such an amazing gin and tonic. Really like that. And then Schweppes 1783. That's been me. I hope you've really enjoyed that. This will go out on Wednesday. I know it will go out on Wednesday because I'm filming this on Monday. I've got an interview coming up with the real Stig. None of this fake Stig from Top Gear. The real Stig. I'm going to roll that out on Sunday. That's Berechstein, or Berechstein, however you want to say it. Sorry, Stig. He says it properly in the video. And then Ginspiration will roll out on Friday, whichever cocktail that I decide to roll out then. So that's been me. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you want to try the gin. Let me know if you have tried the gin and what tonic water you think works best, because it's all about feedback. I'm not the oracle here. You guys try it for yourselves. Get hold of the bottle. Get hold of this for this Sunday. Absolutely stonking. I've been Steve the Barman. I'll catch you really soon.